Yo, yo, yo. What up, though? I'm back in full effect. I'm at about 80%. I'll give myself. But welcome to Bet Win Repeat Show. It's Friday. It's December 15th. I'm Detroit Lenny Picks and Parlays. Nick and Tim Earl Sports Bets join me today, as always. Fuck around and find out Friday, Football Friday, Game Time Decision Friday, whatever you want to call it in your household. We're back. That's it. I'm winded. I'm exhausted. I'm sick.
Lenny off the brink of death.
I know. Now I'm on the brink of death. I'm sweating. I'm in this damn hoodie. The heat's on. Who turned the heat on? Anyways.
Nobody did. You're just hot.
That's sexy, and I know it. I apologize. Haven't been here all week. I don't think I did a show last Friday. Did we do a show Friday? A week ago Friday is when I started to feel sick. And I've been
No, we did not do one Friday.
Did some free picks. Tim made me do them. He helped me get through them. Tim and Nick both helped me while I was sick and, covered some shit for me. So
yeah, I got Oreos for it.
A couple bags of Oreos. Tim's got diabetes now, but hey, he covers and I appreciate it. So we're all back in full effect now, though. And we got some stuff to talk about today, man. There's been I feel like, we haven't talked in a while. There's been some major MLB news in the offseason. With Shohei signing with the Dodgers. There was rumors about him going to Toronto for a hot minute.
People actually thought he was going to go to Canada.
He was never going to Toronto. Let's be honest. He was never going to Toronto.
Never going to Toronto.
You don't think so?
He used that as leverage.
100%.
I think so, but the more I have really dove into that contract, by the way,
it's the Los Angeles Tax Dodgers.
It's first of all, it's very both side friendly. Mm-hmm. Okay, they can if they bounce all the execs, his contract is null and void. Did you all know that?
Yes.
That's awesome. So, two. Yeah, he only makes $2 million a year, but let's be honest with you, that's not paying his bills. His endorsement money is.
Yeah, that's.
But it also allows
incentives.
Yeah, the incentives and stuff like that. It also allows him to his contract because it's a 10-year deal in the MLB contracts, like union whatever structure. Because it's a 10-year deal, he can pay taxes on the state he lives.
Yeah,
so
like
example,
he moved like Tennessee and pay no income tax on it.
No income tax in Florida, right? You see these guys move all down there, all that stuff. Miami hot. They go say he lives in Miami, and California is one of the highest tax states in the country. I think it is.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if California teams start using that model in order to get higher profiled free agents, saying we can defer the money. You move to a state that won't tax the hell out of you
in the long run,
and we'll pay you afterwards.
Right, and it's great, and it
won't be the last. Shohei's contract will not be the last of that sort.
And it's everybody talk about the Bobby Bonilla Day
trust me, we know about Bobby Bonilla Day. Thank you.
Right. Well, it's not ironic that when his ends, Shohei starts. I'm just saying. And
the only reason why we're still talking about Bobby Bonilla is because it was the Mets, right? It's the only reason we still talk about it.
I think it's just one of the greatest from an agent point of view, I think that was just masterful to get that and to do that. And I mean, it's at the, for that day and age, that was unprecedented, right? Now we're going to see, I think exactly what you just said, Nick Earl. We're going to see more and more contracts come out of places, maybe California specifically, but I think just across baseball in general. Mm-hmm. I mean, but there's been some good, my Tigers, we were talking earlier, have made some moves in the free agency, and there's been some nice little moves here. To talk about. We got some hockey to talk today. There's some college basketball we'll throw around in there. I'm sure Tim Earl's got some NBA.
Very little.
That's fair. We do have some NFL to talk about. We'll talk about Week 15, and we got some bowl games to talk. Just
I've
a
moved
hand.
on one bowl game so far.
You bet one?
I've bet one bowl game so far.
Oh, I bet.
I'm going to be betting more of them today. I'm doing more of a deep dive into today, but I did a free pick video for the Myrtle Beach Bowl last night.
So I've already bet. Me and Tim talked about this a couple days ago. I've already bet Texas, Washington, and I'm Washington. Like I feel like whatever. I'm not, because I know how I am. I will overanalyze and I will go down the rabbit hole and second guess myself 27,000 times. Yeah. And I like Washington. It'll probably take me 3 weeks to get past it and still go back to Washington. So fuck it. I bet Washington. 6 minutes, 10 seconds in. First F word.
Well, no, you said fuck around and find out Fridays.
That doesn't count. It's a title.
Oh.
My bad. It's like if I buy my kid, there's a children's book that says "Go to fuck to sleep." That's the title of the book. That's awesome. It's the title of the book. Go to sleep. What do you want me to tell you? You want me to not? Awesome. Hold on while I turn.
That is great. That is an actual title of the book.
100, dude. I swear. It's look it up. It's great. Mandy bought it for my nephew, and I was like, "What?" Hold on, I gotta turn the heat off. I don't know. My wife is. Now she's sick. I got we should talk about this after the show, but I don't care. All 13 people watching, I don't give a shit. My troll, I don't even give the man his due by calling him by his birth name. My troll, we all know who we're talking about. Friend requested Mandy yesterday on Facebook.
Yeah.
And she goes, "Oh, look who friend requested me." And I go, "Don't do it." I had to talk her out of accepting it because she's not the one. If he's going to talk shit to her, I can't stop. My wife is crazy, people. I don't know if you know this. Any married man out there will tell you their wife has multiple personalities, all that shit. Like, I never met a hot chick that didn't have multiple personalities. I still married her. I still love all of them. I love all of my wife's personalities. People say, "Oh, this, that." I'm like, I'd never move to Utah and have multiple wives. I can live in Vegas, have multiple right now. I never know which one's going to wake up. She's a little goofy.
It's like that question. It's like, did you cheat on me? And you pause for a second. She's like, why did you hesitate? Well, does your 14 personalities count?
Yeah. I would never have to cheat on you, babe. It's a whole different you every other day. So, and I love all of them, all of the personalities. And I love my wife to death. But she's not to be trifled with. Okay. I could talk shit about we could talk shit to each other and this and that because she knows you too. She texts him. She argued with Tim last week about Oreos.
Yeah, I all that are saying don't give me Oreos.
Tell everybody how that works.
The Amazon driver dropped off Oreos at my door, so I lost. Well, I won, but I lost.
Yeah. Tim, so I told Tim, I said, "Tim, I'll give you $20 to work for. I said, I'll buy you lunch. I'll do whatever. I need you to do these free pick videos. I felt like shit last Friday, right?" He goes, "You don't have to buy me lunch. Don't worry, I got you, right? Whatever." And I'm like, so I tell Mandy, I'm like, "Buy Tim lunch. Just send him $20, whatever. Go to bed." Right? That's what I did. I went to bed. 4 hours later, she goes, I handled it. I go, "Okay." That's all I heard. 4 or 5 days later, I'm talking with Tim. Tim tells me to break down. He argues with Mandy. Goes, "No, not. It's cool." No, he would do the same.
Yeah, Mandy. As I'm driving back from Greenville the other day, texts me going, "I'm sending you $20." I said, "No, bad, Mandy." She goes, "All right, I'm either doing that or I'm Amazoning you Oreos. Pick your poison." I said, "No, I would help Lenny out. No problem. No, I'm not. I don't need to be bribed." That I didn't hear anything back. That was around 12:30. 4 o'clock, we're heading out to go to my grandparents' house, and an Amazon driver stops me and goes, "Hey, you're at that place?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Here you go." And I opened up the bag. There was a box, and I had three things of double stuffed Oreos.
She's not to be trifled.
That's what Mandy's doing.
The double stuffed ones.
You mess around, right? Arguing with her is like herding cats, man. It doesn't work. I pick, they say, I'll tell you, secret to marriage. You just pick your battles, right? Everybody knows this, right? Some battles, you want to die on that hill, maybe that's not the hill you want to die on. That's not the argument you want to draw your line in the sand and whatever. And with my wife, I have to tell her, look,
Oreos were not something I was willing to die on a hill about.
Right? I mean, so, I mean, like you said, it's a win-win. So I wish him the best of luck. I tried to talk her out of Frederick saying yes to it yesterday, but Godspeed to whoever wants to mess with him or mess with her. She's
crazy.
We call her Amanda Zahn for a reason. She can have an Amazon guy there into your house within 2 hours, anywhere you are.
It was 3.5 hours after she texted me.
Yeah, and we're on other sides of the country, so we call her Amanda Zahn for a reason. She knows a guy, Let's head over to chat. Say hi. Oh, by the way, let me do this first because I haven't in a week. I got to tell you, got Picks and Parlay contest. The monthly contest. The cuts are today. Last days. Today's the last day after cuts. I need to go 2-0 for sure.
Let's see. What do I need to do?
I'm 12, 14, and 2 right now. I didn't.
What do I need to do?
I also didn't put picks in for 2 days. I think when I was dead for a solid second.
ECU and dead. So I went 1-1. I think I'm dead. You're
dead. You got to be 500 or better. But the weekly contest is starting. The NFL weekly contest. It's all Sunday games. It'll be Saturday and Sunday games. I'll post that today here. I should have did it earlier, but I'll do it after the show. It'll be up here within an hour or two. Faster than Mandy can get you Amazon's order. So I'll have those spreads up, but the NFL contest, join over there. We got a rollover. So it's a $200 NFL pot. You just got to pick against the spreads. We will talk about that in a minute too. We'll talk some NFL. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe, ring that bell for notification. If you haven't already, I'll wait.
Yeah, I'm 12, 15, and 1, so I have 0 chance. So you could just
with that attitude, you do.
Yeah,
I'd have to go 3-0 today in order to be equal.
So put 3 plays in. Break the rules.
Put 3 plays in. You break the rules, Tim.
I have a push in there. So.
You do what you want.
I have a push in there, but no,
rules don't apply to you. Remember, Tim?
I'm putting a 5-leg parlay on. Who's gonna tell me no? I am in charge. You know what else I'm in charge of, folks? Promo codes. Use that promo code Lenny.
How did you get this one to go through?
The entire goddamn site at picksandparlays.net. LENNY.
I found Craig's favorite child.
20%. That's a legit. That's all, folks. It's a legit promo code.
Well, we know who Craig's favorite son is now.
Listen, I said, Craig, it's time to change the promo code. It's been NCAAF since NCAAF started. I go, it's time to change promo code. Maybe playoffs. Maybe, I don't know. I wanted to put it as bet, win, repeat. That was too long. And then maybe BWR, but then, and then I said, how about go fuck yourself? And they said, no, that was too long. And then,
that's the problem with that one.
that was the problem with that one. And then that's when I said, how about that? I legit text him, how about GFY? And then, I put go, fuck yourself. And he went, that's too long. Ha. And I went, okay, GFY. And he won't. How about Lenny? Just do Lenny.
FTK.
Just do Lenny.
Here's the promo code FTK for 20.
FTK.
I tried too. I sent him say, hey, make the promo code my dick. He said, no, it's way too long. So we had to move on.
Nobody said that.
Nobody said that. Anyways, let's move on.
See what I mean about the diabetes, folks? It fucks your mind. Too many double
screw this. I'm getting Oreos.
Too many Oreos. He's got sugar on the main.
Screw this.
I know. Now he's going to measure his dick.
No.
All right.
Kind of weird, Tim.
That's a little weird during the show. All right. So yeah, like, share, subscribe. Let's I don't know. Let's say hi to the chat. Mike's in the house. My favorite 3 guys on Picks and Parlays. Well, thank you, Mike. You're my favorite one in the chat in the first comment.
Hell yeah.
You're my favorite first commenter of the day. Happy Friday. Call me crazy. I'm taking the 76ers minus 16 at home tonight. I know it's a lot to lay in the NBA, but
God damn, that's a lot of points. I'm
So
on the
check it out.
that is a lot of points. That is a lot of points. I laid them. I laid 16 with the Sixers.
Oh, God. This guy. Go ahead. Fuck off. Listen, me and Tim talked about this earlier in the week when we did free pick videos, and we both agreed. I think the Pistons win one of these games against 76ers for no reason.
If they do, I'll tip my cap to them and we will move on.
Right. I'm not betting it, but I'm not telling you not to either. I won't do that. I just won't bet it. It's just it's just the universe, folks. You can't have too many good teams in one city. Okay, can't do that. Lions, the Red Wings, they're good teams. They're not elite teams. I'm not saying they're elite
team in the entire city.
Yeah, I'm just saying they're not elite. I'm not saying that. They're good teams.
Yeah, Nick, they have the University of Michigan.
That's right.
I'll be honest with you. I think they win the Natty, and I still think
Texas.
Ann Arbor, but
I think Washington's very alive to win the national championship.
Washington, Michigan, final.
Michigan grades out as the best play of the semifinal for me. Michigan grades out as that. Very low value, but that's the best valued one.
That's fair. Julie Charlie in the house. What up, Julie? Julie messaged me this morning. She's like, it's been I haven't bet a whole lot this week, so I haven't really lost a whole lot of money. But she's like, all right, what are we on to this week? Because we need to make some extra Christmas gift money. So, and I'm like, I need to go 2-0. So, yeah, I think I know what I'm doing. It's the hot, crazy scale. Yeah, it's a hot, crazy scale. Brian Gillihan, what's happening, Mr. Gillihan?
No, Lenny, it's not the hot, crazy scale. It's the woman triangle.
It's the rule of thirds. Yeah, the rule of thirds.
They're either sane, they're not crazy. They're either single, or they are pretty. They're 2 out of the 3. They're never all 3.
You will never find a normal, beautiful single girl. There's always something. There's always something there.
So there you go.
Those. Listen. I say this, and I don't want to offend nobody by saying those are lesbians because they're smart. Okay, they're smart. They're smart. I'm just saying.
We're not saying you're wrong.
No, and it's I tried to tell my 14-year-old kid this because he's a freshman in high school, but they know everything. When you're a freshman in high school, God damn it, you know everything, right? What does dad know? What do I know with 50 years experience and a crazy batshit ex-wife and a crazy batshit current wife? What do I know, right? What do I know about women? I don't know some shit, right?
We're supposed to know stuff about women?
I go, listen, if you find a hot single girl, bro, she's
crazy.
She's crazy. She's nuts. There's something wrong with her.
Right. She's nuts. And listen, you gotta be prepared to either deal and love the crazy and learn to just hold on for dear life.
Embrace the crazy.
Ride that wave. Embrace it. When she wakes up, you gotta ask certain questions in the morning. Hi, how are you? How'd you sleep? You know who you're dealing with right away. You know right away which Mandy I'm getting. I know right away. And especially with knee surgery, she's all, she's got crutches. So she gets out of bed. you're a little goofy when you get out of bed. And I'm like, hey, let me help you up, And if it's get the fuck out of here, then I know what Mandy I'm dealing with. If it's.
And that's a Mandy you don't want to deal with.
No, that's a Mandy. I'm going to let her do her thing. She's a very proud woman. And if you want to.
She's a strong, independent woman. She don't need no man.
Yeah, she don't need no help. Go to the damn bathroom. I got it. I'm on crutches. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, man.
And then there's some days like, Lenny.
Right. And then I bring her home an Egg McMuffin like today. And she was like, oh, babe, you're so sweet. I don't feel good. And I really like Egg McMuffins. Feel so good. Yesterday, same thing. Still sick. Same woman. Brought her the same goddamn Egg McMuffin. You know what she said to me? I can't eat this. I'm fucking sick. So
Hold on, can we?
That's what. Lenny keeps
I
bringing
just
the
want
egg
to preface
McMuffin.
this. I just want to preface this with Mandy. We love you if you're listening. Mandy, you're awesome. But we like to make fun of people.
Oh, she's
and Lenny started it.
We're also Tim and I are speaking this from as single people though, so I don't know how much you can really buy into it.
I'm talking all kinds of shit right now about you on the show.
Whoa! What am I doing?
She said what and hung up.
We love you, Mandy.
Minus 30 seconds for crazy. Stay tuned, folks.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put
dad jokes.
She's gonna be in the chat because she's not gonna wheel her ass in here in her little wheelchair.
Oh, well played, Tim. Well played.
Yeah, she won. Yeah. Well, comment of the day. Well played, Tim. Well played. What else is going on? Mr. Detroit giving out free wisdom, right? I'm telling you.
Hey, she's in the chat.
Hi, Mandy.
Who do you like? Radiance Technology Independence.
Mandy, I got Oreos.
We'll get there. Mike. I promise.
Under in every bowl game. Especially the ones that they're missing quarterbacks due to the transfer portal.
That's fair. Babe, don't come in here talking like.
Hi, Mandy.
I'm telling everybody about how you've got friend requested and you are friends now with people. But anyways, hilarious, fun games. One, Red Wings shirt.
Hilarious. Oh, please tell me you saw what happened in Toronto last night between the Blue Jackets and the Maple Leafs.
So
that was the greatest game I have had this season.
So I accidentally, full disclosure, tried to parlay the Leafs and something else. I can't even remember. And when I bet it, I ended up not adding. I don't know. Like, listen, Dayquil, there's some medicine running through me. This is worse. Lenny NyQuil betting is worse than Lenny drunk betting.
Oh boy.
But I accidentally, anyways, long story short, bet Leafs money line. And it was like minus like 230 or some shit, right? And I'm like, God damn it. And I already hit like submit, whatever, right? I got it voided. Wasn't the end of the world. But I was like, I flip, I'm looking at scores and it's like 5-0 Wings. The Leafs are losing. I'm like, well, thank God I got that shit voided. And then I'm like, it's going in overtime. I'm like, son of a bitch, I shouldn't have got it voided.
Columbus.
It was like
and here's the thing with that game. That was the best that third period could have been because I had the over, which won because it was a 6.5 or whatever. I had the alternative over 9.5 pregame at plus 600. And then the draw never in doubt as well. I don't know why I'm full screen, but the draw never in doubt as well.
I just had to blow my nose.
Plus 360.
Draw. Oh no, I clicked your picture in so that you were seen.
Yeah, I don't need to be full screen now.
What's up, y'all? Good luck today and this weekend. College basketball tomorrow, though. Ooh-wee.
Yeah, I'm after the show. I'm gonna be starting to crunch my numbers for it. So fun times.
We're going to talk NFL here in a second. Detroit Lightning, get ready. Whatever. Yo, Joe Kryptonite in the house. All right, let's bring in some. Let's bring this in. Let's talk some NFL. Here is the NFL lines. I'll be honest with you, I've been capping and this week and digging a little bit into some hockey. I got some hockey plays I'll talk to, get Nick Earl's approval on here in a minute, but let's talk some NFL quickly. I think it's safe to say Raiders minus 3.5 is a solid bet.
I didn't bet it close though. I think that game may be close, but yeah.
Chargers about a year and a half late on firing
Staley,
yeah, and the general manager, and I'm convinced that Brandon Staley is still in Las Vegas somewhere. I don't think they let him on the plane. I think they made him rent a car and drive his ass back to San Diego.
Well, here's a
5-hour drive.
If you're Staley, you get fired. I mean, what's the worst you can do? Stay in Vegas and go to the casinos for a couple of days?
If you just got fired, I'm pretty sure you get some money in the bank. I probably would degenerate out, throw some money on, I'd be betting Charger. I'd be betting that team on, listen, Chargers next week against Buffalo.
Yeah. Yes.
You know how I feel about first time interim coaches type situation.
Yeah. Yeah, but Brandon Staley, the future head coach of the New York Jets, I think that'll be a decent move.
Robert Saleh is still there.
Have him on the ready? No, ready? Here you go, Jets. I will give you the key to the Super Bowl right now. Brandon Staley, head coach, with Nathaniel Hackett as your offensive coordinator.
Stop it.
There you
Now
go.
you're picking up people.
There you
Now you just beat a bully.
And that's the end of Nick for
now
today.
you're just being a bully. You're just being a bully, and you know it. Listen, Robert Saleh will get a pass because Aaron Rodgers died on the field day one.
Yes.
So he'll get a pass for whatever happens this year because he's stuck with Zach Wilson and Joe Flacco.
Joe Flacco's elite. Look what he's doing in Cleveland now. He's going to lead Cleveland to a Super Bowl. You ready? Joe Flacco, Super Bowl MVP. You ready?
Nick, stop snorting crack before the show, please.
Yeah. Also, I don't think Joe Flacco makes it out of this week's game. I think he had all that fucking adrenaline and coming off the couch and blah blah blah.
Browns are my best bet this week. I love the
now
Browns.
His body hurts. I'm not taking the Bears, but talk to me. What are we looking at here on this card? I mean, obviously,
I have not bet any NFL for this weekend yet. Preliminary looks, Browns are one of the games because I have clicked in a few plays that I just looked off of my numbers and I just clicked them in as placeholders just in case, like, hypothetically speaking, I forget to put in plays. I always have the plays locked in. Browns are one of them. I have the wrong team favored in the Buffalo game. I like the Cowboys, and I get it. They're coming in off of a big win against the Eagles. That one's a tough game. I really don't have too much faith in the. But also on the flip side, you could say the same thing about Buffalo. They had a season-saving win against the Chiefs last week. And the Cowboys are now the Cowboys now are, because of tiebreakers, first place in the NFC East. It's no longer the Sheagles. So I like the Cowboys this week. I believe my number said the wrong team is favored. No, just value on the number. With Houston getting the points this week against the Titans. The Titans coming in off of that big win against Miami on Monday night, plus 625 money line. I had the Titans last week. I'll be going against them this week, though. I have value on the Rams. I have them around an 8.5-point favorite. You can get them for 6.5 on the contest. I like them. And then earmuffs, Lenny. I like the Broncos. Getting 4.5.
Listen, I'm mad at this. I ain't mad at this Broncos-Lions game. I see 5s out there. I love 4.5, hate 5. 5 is a dog number for me, and 4.5 is kind of a dog number for me. And the Broncos, I've been saying this for a couple weeks now, have secretly, undercover, low-key, down lowish, got their shit together. They have taken Russ out the kitchen. They only let him use the microwave. Whatever, right? Like, that joke ain't never going to get old. I don't care. No. And the Lions are atrocious on defense. We knew this going into the year. That defense is not good.
They're still going to make the playoffs and all that, but I mean, that was a concerning loss against the Bears last week.
I don't know. I heard about it, and I won't watch it. I won't rewatch that game, even though I can, because I know I'm just going to get angry, and I don't want to be sick and angry. I kind of I love the fucking Giants. Plus,
how can you bet against Cutlets here? Tommy Cutlets is going to take us to the playoffs.
Come on already. The Saints should not be. Ryan Gillihan says this. Says this right here. There's no way the Saints should be laying that many points.
Don't look now.
They are that bad.
Don't look now. And yes, there are teams above them, like in the standings and stuff like that. But they're one game out of a wild card spot, the New York Football Giants.
Man,
they're
could you
5-8.
If they win out?
And there are currently 6 teams all in front of them, tied for that 7th seed at 6 and 7.
Yeah, so they beat, and one of those teams are the Saints
and the Packers.
Okay. Yeah, and the Packers.
The Packers, who they just beat last week.
Right. So I
The
think
Giants
the Rams
playoffs is not an impossibility,
Nope.
which is crazy. It's
And
going to be Tommy DeVito leading us to the playoffs.
one of those other teams are the Minnesota Vikings. And here's the thing: the Lions have to play them twice still, which I think is a little fucking up. I'm going to say that from scheduling aspect. I don't want to play my divisional foe, who I'm going to rival for the divisional championship 2 times in the last 3 weeks of the year. I mean, I get what I want to play him the last week of the year like that, but we could have spaced that out, played him you should play him one in the beginning of the year and then at the second half of the year. Not you shouldn't be playing we shouldn't have played the Bears within 3 weeks. You shouldn't play Bears, somebody else Bears. I hate when they do that.
You have to play him twice, so that's just how the scheduling is.
I know we got to play him twice, and I get all that, but I don't want to. I don't know.
And I just want to point out something, Nick. And I think we're on a crash course. I'm not putting it into the universe, but I'm going to put it into the universe. Danny DeVito, Zach Wilson, Super Bowl. There's still a chance.
Tommy DeVito. We're talking Tommy DeVito.
Can you imagine cutlets and the moms that make the cutlets? I mean, come on.
Listen.
DeVito's
Tommy
mom.
DeVito's
don't
mom
want to let
making cutlets.
Listen, you don't want to let Zach Wilson buy Tommy DeVito's mom.
I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying we know how he works. And by the way, Aaron Rodgers will be back by then, and he'll be in.
If the Jets made obviously they're not making the playoffs this year. But I was having a discussion with somebody a couple weeks ago when the Jets were still not after a 5-game losing streak. And I told him, I'm like, if the Jets made the playoffs, I'm taking Zach Wilson to the promised land. I wouldn't put Aaron Rodgers in because there wouldn't be any chemistry because they played 4 snaps and that's it.
Tim, they're not mathematically out of it.
No, we got 1.4% chance.
I'm just saying.
So what you're saying is there's a chance.
So what you're saying is there's a chance. Yeah. That Bills game, I think I'm going to stay away. First of all, I don't like that 2 number. This is funky.
I am on the Bills.
I lean Bills because Dallas outside in cold weather traditionally is not great. You know what I like more than anything in that game is probably just the under.
I don't hate the under. That's not a bad option.
You know what I mean? But I don't know. I kind of like the Bucks because I like the 3 and a hook.
Yeah, the 3 and a hook number is. Oh yeah, are the Bucks? Who they got?
Packers. Yeah.
No, if anything, the 3.5 number is a favorite number.
I know. I know, but I don't. Everybody. I don't know, man. Listen, Jordan Love he's not him, folks. I don't give a shit what he does against the Lions. That's his whole fucking highlight reel. I mean, Lions are notorious about making bad quarterbacks look great, especially if they're any kind of mobile. Justin Fields, exhibit A. I'm just saying. I like the Steelers here for no reason. None. I also like the Bengals laying 3 at home against the Vikings because I think Drake Browning is going to be okay.
I saw an interesting reference, and obviously it's not going to be like this, but they're starting to draw connections between Joe Burrow and Drew Bledsoe. Drew Bledsoe heading into that season. Hear me out.
I see it.
Watch. Ready? Drew Bledsoe heading into that season signed the most lucrative deal in NFL history, a 10-year, $103 million contract heading into that year. He got hurt, and Tom Brady came in and won the Super Bowl against Kurt Warner and the Rams. This season, Joe Burrow, before Patrick Mahomes one-upped him, signed the most lucrative deal in NFL history. 5 years, $275 million, over $50 million a year. He gets hurt. Undrafted Browning comes in, who was a multi-year starter in a Power 5 school, kind of like Tom Brady was at Michigan. So they had experience as a starting quarterback. Jake Browning looks A-okay. And it's just going to sound weird. I like the Bengals better with Jake Browning than I do Joe Burrow. Because Joe Burrow did not look
healthy. Joe Burrow. I mean,
did
like
not look good this
all
year at
things
all.
being equally healthy and everything. I don't know if I can say that.
But if Jake Browning leads the Bengals to the Super Bowl this year, do they stick with Browning? If Browning wins, obviously this is way out of line here. If Browning wins the Super Bowl, do you give him the starting job next year?
Hold up.
I'm just saying if. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. But if it does he?
I think Jake Browning and Brock Purdy in particular are going to change the way teams draft quarterbacks. If Jake Browning somehow gets the Bengals a playoff win, to be honest with you.
A playoff win.
Okay, a playoff win. Because I will say this, that those guys, Mr. Irrelevant, undrafted.
You know who else is undrafted? Tommy DeVito.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Tommy DeVito.
So you're seeing all these second-string quarterbacks, third-string quarterbacks winning games, game managing. I don't know if anybody follows Cam Newton on Twitter or whatever. I mean, I do for the content. I don't like him as a player or whatever, but as a media guy, the dude talks his mind, and he's half fucking nuts too. But he made a good point about he got all kinds of shit a couple days ago about talking about game changers and game managers. And there's nothing wrong with being a game manager. It's not a dig. It's not an insult. It's not a bad thing to have a quarterback as your game manager. I'm a Lions fan, and I argue with Lions fans all the time that hate Jared Goff. I'm like, he's a game manager. He's not a game changer. All you want him to do is protect the ball and just don't lose. He doesn't have to win you the game. He just doesn't have to lose you the game. Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, Aaron Rodgers. I'm trying to think. That's maybe somebody else. Justin Herbert, more of a game changer than a game manager. You know what I mean? So there's nothing wrong with either or. You want to hook your wagon or whatever, but you know what I mean? I don't know. This motherfucker right here. Bears plus points on the playoff bubble. Time to make a run. Justin Fields, Hall of Fame type end of the year season. Hold on. Follow-up statement. Davis would agree with me.
Oh, well, if Davis would agree with you, then yeah.
We're having fun now.
How unbelievably weak is the NFC right now when we're seeing the Bears and the Giants sit a game out of a playoff spot?
You want to tell me you want me to tell you how bad my life would be when the Lions lose out and the Vikings win out and we don't even make the playoffs?
Would that be true?
Yes. Because we still have to play Vikings twice. So they would win the division. And if we lose out at 9-8, honestly, in the wild card spot,
you're screwed.
At 9-8, I mean,
yeah, you go. Let me read.
Philly or Dallas takes one of those spots.
Yep.
Okay. The Rams, I think, take another possibly, and I think the Seahawks take the other one. But maybe the Giants fucking go on a tear. Something like that. There's
Tommy DeVito is going to lead us to the playoffs.
I'm just saying.
I'm bought in on Mr. Cutlets there.
I hear what everybody says in the chat, by the way, about, sorry, they think but don't be sorry. Yeah, I think the Broncos are
same old
I like the over. That's what I like in that game.
For what game?
I have about 10 props in that game. But they're not all Lions props.
Most of them are.
Javonte Williams over 19.5 receiving yards. Russell Wilson over 26.5 rushing yards. These are all about 110 to 120, maybe. Russell Wilson over 5.5 rushing attempts. Samaji, however you say his name, Perrine, over 16.5 receiving yards. Here's where you get into the Lions players. Montgomery over anytime touchdown, minus 125. Montgomery, by the way, he's like top running back in the league in touchdowns. Montgomery over 13.5 longest rush. Montgomery over 83.5 rushing yards. That's an alternate line. It's at plus 210. I think we're going to get some points in this game. I also like Jamari Gibbs over longest rush over 13.5. Those are all, I think. I'm not touching the Lions side per se. I mean, I've already touched it weeks ago, but whatever.
Want to know that one thing though? You're kind of lucky that you don't have to play this team though. Is the Lions really luck out? They don't have to play the V.
Oh my God, Nick! Stop it!
This guy over here.
Hey, if that's what I'm talking about.
I will say this.
Tony about the Vita.
I think Lions probably split with the Vikings, but I'll be honest with you, I'm hoping that last game of the year is irrelevant in Minnesota, and we've already clinched the division, and we can't move up in the standings, and we just sit people. And I don't give a shit if we lose that game. The one that matters.
I know you'd be upset, but I remember I have a stake bet with Big Show that the Lions don't make the playoffs.
Oh yeah.
I'm well aware that
they're going to lose to Dallas in Dallas. They're going to lose to Dallas in Dallas. They got 4 more games left.
They need to win what? 2?
1. 1, they make the playoffs because they'll be at 10 wins. So 1 more win guarantees them a playoff spot. I think 2 more would give them so they win 1 more, let's say Denver, and then they got to beat Minnesota 1 time. I think they beat Minnesota the first time they play them because it's in Detroit, and that will clinch the division. If Minnesota loses this week and we win, we clinch the division. But I don't know Minnesota Bengals. I like Jake Browning though. I really do. I like the Bengals because I want the Vikings to lose. Maybe I don't know, but.
I think the Bengals have more betting value with Browning than they did with Burrow.
For sure.
Oh, yeah. Sure. Mine with Joe Burrow, this line's 6.
7.
Maybe.
6.5, 7 with Burrow. And and the question is Burrow 4 points better than Browning? The answer is no.
But you also have to consider the Vikings don't have Kirk Cousins.
True.
Like if this is Cousins and Burrow against each other.
This is Cousins and Burrow. The Bengals are 5-point favorites.
Fair. I kind of lean more towards the 4.5 number.
4.5.
I could see 5. Like at minus 4.5, I take the Bengals. At 5, I might fuck around and take the Vikings, but I don't know. Let's talk some college football. I'm over the NFL.
I've moved on 1 bowl game so far, and I think I'm gonna put half unit each on every under during bowl season, especially the games that have backup quarterbacks and third strings. Like the only game I've moved on, I bet both the side and the total in the Myrtle Beach Bowl. I got Georgia Southern at 3, and I got the under 49. Because when you look at here, where's the tab I had open for this? Is this it? Nope, it is. Where did it go? I had a tab open.
I don't have a lot of college bowl games.
Yeah, the college bowl games are not getting me really exciting.
The football play, like the bigger ones, sure, where they matter in the football, but like
last year, one of my favorite bowl games besides the ECU one that we got to go to was I had Tulane versus USC. That was one of the big games that we looked at and went, wow, let's go. This year, that game, last year, that game was like a pick'em between USC and Tulane. The same bowl game this year, is a 14-point spread between Oregon and Liberty.
Watch Liberty give him a bigger fight than you think. Because is Bo Nix playing?
Yes.
He is.
Yes.
Never mind that.
But
But
I honestly
looking at this first game, though,
Oregon wins by 30.
Yeah, but looking at this first game, and this, I think Georgia Southern is the best side of Saturday. I think Georgia Southern's the best side.
I agree with that. And
yeah, because when you look at who they're going to be missing, the Ohio Bobcats. The Ohio Bobcats.
Respect on their name.
Curtis Rourke is now in Indiana. He's going to be the starting quarterback of the Hoosiers next year. They're missing their starting running back, Ben Gura, their backup running back, Allison, their top wide receiver, Miles Cross, a wide receiver tight end, Amari Roan, and another top receiver, Tyler Walton, all to the transfer portal. So please tell me where the points are going to come from the Ohio Bobcats. Also, when you look at the other side, Georgia Southern, the only player that is in the transfer portal for Georgia Southern here that had any snaps this year was safety Jalen Denton. Their other three had no snaps. And that's why they're in the transfer portal, because they didn't get on the field and they wanted to go somewhere they would. And when you look in general, and I think Georgia Southern's the better bet between them and the under in this game. Yeah, and you're seeing a team that is 6-6 favored over a 9-3 team. Obviously, you have all the transfer portal stuff and all that with Ohio. Also, keep in mind, Georgia Southern played the Sun Belt Conference. So they played teams like App State, Marshall, Old Dominion, Texas State, Georgia State, James Madison, Coastal Carolina. On the flip side, Ohio, yeah, they went 9-3 this year. Akron, their wins are against Akron, Central Michigan, Buffalo, Western Michigan, Kent State, Bowling Green. They had played, and we know historically, MAC schools don't show up in bowl games.
That was going to be my point. I swear.
They never do.
Never.
So Georgia
as
Southern,
much as we all like the action all year long, when it comes to this time of year, it's done.
Georgia Southern by double digits. They win this game something along the lines of 27-6.
To that point, I'm also on App State over Miami, Ohio.
Yeah, I could see that. I like the under a little bit more in that game rather than the side. Miami, Ohio seems kind of sneaky in that game.
But I'm not.
Cowards are only giving me up to -5 on Georgia Southern at +120. Bovada will only give me up that high. I want to find an alternative line and maybe try to get a 9.5 with Georgia Southern. I don't think Ohio puts up double digits in that game.
I did
put up 10 max
with this other game, New Mexico State and Fresno State. I think it was with Higgs. I'm not sure.
Under.
Maybe it's with Tim. I don't know. Was it with Tim?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm on. Well, now I don't feel so confident about it. I'm on New Mexico State.
New Mexico State, I think, is a decent look too. I think.
Yeah, we're on that.
Let's take a look at what
I'm gonna get on Georgia Southern though, because I like what you just said. But let me see.
Yeah, New Mexico State, Fresno State. New Mexico State took a big step up this year. And when you look at the transfer portal, Fresno State, Logan Fife, I think that was their backup quarterback, is in the transfer portal. And they're starting one of their safeties, Kershawn Gordon. The other two had 15 snaps and no snaps. So
that's
a linebacker and an inside linebacker.
Why couldn't they push the transfer portal until after bowl season?
Because you're just seeing them all opt out anyway.
Because they're just going to opt out because they don't want to. Like, could you imagine getting injured in a bowl game and then your whole fucking, I don't know. You could mess up your transfer. I mean, I get it. They have to make a business decision for their body.
Because keep in mind, and this is not for everybody in college football, but keep in mind this thinking when criticizing players for going into the transfer portal. You have 4 years, or at 13 games a year, you have 52 games in college to prove that you can make the NFL. If you're not playing any games, scouts are
You
getting nothing.
gotta move where you can get seen.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like I told my son this. He's high school football, and he's second string running back on the freshman team. And I'm like, listen, you're on the sideline, you stand right next to your coach. I'm like, you gotta, when he moves, you gotta follow him, because when that guy looks around to say, hey, I need a running back in, he needs to see you as soon as he turns around, because if you're seen, you will play. You know what I mean? You gotta, you know what I'm saying? And you gotta be seen. And these guys want to be seen, and they gotta move around. You gotta move around. And to that point too, if you get seen early and often, you might want to bounce. Go. That's why these guys come out and go to the NFL, because their stock's not going to get any higher. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. What I do love about college football, one way or the other, whether I have money on them or not, there's a college football game on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday next week.
Yep.
No Wednesday, whatever Wednesday. They hate Wednesday. And then obviously Saturday there's games. But I just love that I get one. Just give me a little. Just don't.
And also one thing to keep an eye out for with Fresno State, I'm seeing a report here. Fresno State head coach Jeff Tedford will miss the game to tend to an undisclosed health injury. He'll return next season for the Fresno State Bulldogs. But I think I'm going to move on to New Mexico State as well at -3. I can get a 3 at 125. I hate the hooks, so I'll probably just mess around and do that, especially when I'm going to bet the under in the game as well, because I'm going to bet every under in bowl season and see how that does. Because I think that I could think, because keep in mind, these are all neutral site games as well.
Absolutely.
And also keep in mind New Mexico State.
It's in Albuquerque.
It's in Albuquerque.
Right.
It's at the Lobo Stadium, right?
That's why we talked about this, is because we were talking about New Mexico State.
I'm going to move on them.
Yeah, sure. And I'm like, oh, this is as close to a home game as you're going to get for them.
And this is the first time New Mexico State's been in a bowl game in how long?
Yeah.
Right? I feel, or no, they were in one last year, right?
Were they?
I have to take a look.
I was going to say, it's been
I remember Diego. No, they won their bowl game last year, I believe. If I remember right, bowl games. Quick Lane Bowl. They beat Bowling Green. I remember that because I bet them last year. And yeah, that was okay. They've made 2 bowl games. This is their 3rd bowl game since 2017. Previous to that, they didn't make it since 1960. So they had a 57-year bowl drought. And that was the Sun Bowl. That was the Sun Bowl in 1960.
All right, let's talk some hockey.
Yeah, he's gone. Let's talk some hockey.
The Oreo fiend is gone. I'm going to tell you quickly. There's only, 6 games today, right? Oh, Jesus Christ. Like, these kids don't know I'm working. Okay, so I'm on some stuff.
Are you now?
Yes. Boston Islanders. I'm on the over 5.5, -120.
Yep.
I sprinkled the regulation tie.
Yep.
And I am, but I did bet this yesterday. I'm on the Bruins -127 money line. So not comfortable about that. But
that line's tricky.
Yeah, but I sprinkle the draw and the over 5. The over 5.5 probably going to be a contest play for me. I'm on Nashville +140. Yep. I'm on a Vegas Stars parlay at +115, both money line. I'm on over 1.5 first period Ottawa and Dallas.
I was kind of looking at the draw in that Ottawa-Dallas game. I didn't pull the trigger. I have 3 draws today. So
I have that written down, but did not bet that. And then I'm kind of this. I feel like a Nick Earl kind of person right now. I'm really big into this San Jose Coyote game for no fucking reason. Okay.
I did play. I
played teams.
I did play that game. Yeah.
So here's what I have in that game. Sprinkled the 170 for San Jose.
It would be San Jose or nothing for me. I agree on that.
Right. I'm on the over 6 minus 111.
I'm on the under 6.5.
Okay, so we'll be okay. I'm on the draw as well.
Yep.
Plus 350.
Love the draw.
And I got this from Terry Edelman like a week ago or so before I was sick. And I kind of just been betting it and cashing. But it's Michael Carcone, anytime goal plus 370. And it doesn't have to cash every time I bet it. But that's
like plus
he also put me on that Philip Hronik anytime point forever ago when in the beginning of the year when he was just on a tear. And I just kind of so that's been like an automatic kind of thing for me. But those are my 4 in that game, and then the other game that's all I got really in hockey.
I have to do my player props. Here, give me. We'll probably. I'm gonna quickly do player props.
And then the other thing that actually all I'm on today is hockey, except for I take that back. I'm on Sam Houston.
For me with college basketball today, only one play graded out to any type of value. Unfortunately, it was an extra game and it wasn't available for me to bet last night on my book. By the time I tried to get to it this morning, it was 1 point lower. It was out of my requirements for betting a college basketball game. So with 83 games tomorrow or 88 games tomorrow, I'm on nothing today for college basketball. I've had no official college basketball the last 2 days.
Sam Houston and Gonzaga UConn over 149.5.
Okay.
That's all I'm on. That's it. And I kind of beat some movement on that line. The fucking line just keeps going up. And now it's at 153.5. And I mean, my college basketball is like half unit plays for me. I'm just kind of really dabbled in on some stuff this year. And it's actually kept me. I can't believe I'm saying this out loud. College basketball has been paying for the debacle, which is the NHL so far for me this year. And it's like I'm full unit and shit on hockey, and I'm half unit on college basketball, and I'm I'm riding out the rest of December, and then if it continues this way, that's gonna shift to whole unit college basketball, half unit hockey shit, because handicap your handicappers. You got to handicap yourself too. And right now, I'm not seeing hockey very well. It just is what it is. And I'm not down crazy units or anything like that. But like yesterday, fucking 4 and 5, and I lost $12. Do you know how annoying it is to have $1,700 in play and lose $12? Like you have $1,700 in play and you lost 12. Like, part of me, the angry, stubborn guy in me, wants to say, fuck you, take all of my 1,700. But I know the rational me is like, nah, I'm glad I lost only 12, right? Yeah. But in the moment, last night, I'm like, we're gonna just, but no, whatever.
Yeah, so
Anthony S says Eichel anytime goal.
Eichel.
Yeah, I'll be on that too. I hate his guts, but yeah, I'll be on that.
That game goes to overtime tonight. The Sabres, after getting embarrassed against the Avalanche, I think are live dogs tonight, and I think that game goes.
Don't do that to me, Nick.
So
do not do that to me.
Tim, here's the thing. Remember
Buffalo too.
Remember what Buffalo was heading into that game against Colorado. They're off of a win.
It's a win-loss. They can't string 2 wins together.
That's why Buffalo won't make the playoffs this year. They'll take a step up eventually. Just it wasn't. I was wrong this year.
I knew they weren't going to make it because there was way too much hype on them coming into the year. Everybody's like, "Oh, they're going to make the playoffs." I'm like, "All right, I guess they're not making the playoffs this year."
Jack Eichel, anytime goal plus.
Yes, Jack Eichel anytime goal.
Also, if you like Eichel, you like Tuck, and you like Krebs.
I'm gonna be on Tuck. Yeah, Tuck and Krebs. Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
For goals or points? Well, points.
They were all part of the Vegas Tuck trade. Eichel went to Vegas. Tuck and Krebs went to Buffalo.
Yep.
So that was kind of whole thought on that one.
Fair. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I'm torn in this game. I really am. Like, in this Buffalo game, because I lean Vegas, but the whole
Vegas
back and forth. But I don't trust Buffalo. I don't trust them to fucking lose, and I don't trust them to fucking win. So
I don't either.
I just can't. It's like, oh, and I want to be on that game so bad, and I hate it. But I think I'll just, I got them in a small little parlay with Dallas.
Under in the draw.
My square, it's
regulation.
Square parlay.
2-2 regulation. Under in the draw.
Oh, I don't hate that. Don't bet it. Yeah, don't bet. Sometimes you ain't got to bet them all, right? I mean, I don't. I didn't bet the. What game didn't I bet? I didn't bet the Ducks Rangers. I don't think. Sharks money line, Montclair, Mike. I knew. Hey, you're a Sharks fan. I know you are. I know. I don't. I got a sprinkle on the Sharks tonight. I got a sprinkle on the Sharks. Yeah, I got a sprinkle on the Sharks. Michael Carcone. Anytime goal, am I saying his name right? Carcone. Hey, Carcone. He's a French I'm on the over 6 and the draw in San Jose.
All right, I got my NHL player props for today. 7 of them, Nick. 3 of them from the Boston-New York game. On the Boston side, Coyle, anytime point, -110, and Pasta over 1.5 points at -115. And then on the Islanders side, I did a Horvat, Barzell, anytime point parlay at +140. One of them scores, the other one gets the assist. I don't want to pick one to score a goal.
Those 2 have been awesome this year.
Because if I pick one to score a goal, the other one will score a goal.
And if you're feeling frisky, which I'm gonna look up what the number is for this. If you're feeling frisky, and you can get probably big plus money on both of these, Barzell and Horvat for a power play point.
That's interesting too. But that was the 3 from the Islanders game. I did 1 from the Canes game. I took anytime point for Tuo Teravainen.
Teravainen, all right.
Why? I don't know. I just did. And then I took the in the Buffalo game, Tuck, Eichel, Krebs. Tuck goal is +180. Eichel is 125, and Krebs is 650 for a goal.
So, is there like props hanging on a wall, and there's a blindfold, and you throw darts, or
I don't know. I feel like Tuo Teravainen played for Nashville.
No, that was Nino Niederreiter.
Nino Ryder. Sorry, that was the name I was thinking of. Oh, wait. Is he playing for them still? Maybe that's the guy.
Nino Ryder. It didn't work.
No, it didn't.
Does he still play? Does Nino Niederreiter play on? No,
Winnipeg.
He's on Winnipeg. All right, never mind.
All right, never mind that.
I have Teravainen in there.
All right, so that one. Next one.
Well, I already posted it out. I already bet it. Whatever.
Tim, give him a lock. Looking for a lock.
You know what? So I have my new controller for my new car, and I press the lock button, and it locks my doors.
Motherfucker. You want a lock tonight? I'm gonna give you a 3-team parlay. You ready? Ready?
Go ahead.
All money line. Money line. Make it easy for you, HB Tay 2600. But don't share this with HB Tay 2601 because that dude's an asshole. 2600, that dude's cool. All right. So Ducks money line, Senators money line, Sharks. Run me my fucking money. Round robin it on the 2s and the 3s. Run me my money.
Ready? Here's the parlay of the night, and it'll be in a sport we didn't really talk about. It is the Los Angeles Lakers money line, the Philadelphia 76ers money line, the Indiana Pacers money line, We're fading the tankathon.
The
What's the
Pistons
nu-
aren't
what's the number
tanking.
on that?
Listen, I'm here to tell you folks, as a Detroit native and sports enthusiast from Detroit, the Pistons aren't tanking.
Yeah,
They
they're
are
just bad.
bad.
They're just bad.
Bad.
Nick, that's not even plus money.
God,
That's not
at
even
least,
plus money. What
come
the
on,
hell, Nick?
Nick.
It's minus 109.
So what
How are
Nick's
you taking
saying
a
is,
parlay for a pick'em price? What?
so what Nick's saying is,
Hit the B square.
I hit that parlay fading those 3 teams the other night.
Yeah, they're
I
like
mean, it
1
is
in
what it is.
53 their last 54 games or something like that. It's something outrageous.
If Anthony Davis doesn't play, he's taking the Spurs.
No.
And
I took the Spurs last game. It did not work.
No, I
I fell for the trap.
Man, the Pistons are soft, folks. I'm here to tell you, the NBA is just, it's changed in whatever. I don't know. I don't know. Like Cade Cunningham, that whole sucks. Tired of hearing about how great he is and Cade this and that. And Monty's gonna do this. Monty Williams is coming here and he's won. Ready for him? 2 games.
2 games.
2 of them. This one was a road one. This one right here was an away one. Okay, that's how many he's won. So Monty, this is what I'd say to you. Okay, I think they should fight. I think the city of Detroit should file paperwork with the NBA league to disown and disassociate themselves with the Pistons until ownership has changed. Something has to change. I was so excited when Tom Gores bought however you say his name, bought the Pistons. I wanted Jeff Bezos, the Amazon guy. He was going to buy them, and he was in talks about it and this and that.
He could buy the NBA.
Let him buy the fucking Pistons. Okay, just one team, and just give I don't, man. They got a new stadium. I mean, that the place is sold out for no reason other than it's Detroit basketball, and other than the logo. That logo is selling tickets. Ain't nobody buying nothing. I know this guy. My jersey guy that I get jerseys from and shit. He can't give you a Pistons jersey.
Right? No, I have a Pistons jersey. I'm good.
No, I'm saying he can't sell them. $30, and you can't give away. This suck, man. HB Tay. We already went over NHL. You got to rewind the show. We're gonna be ready to wrap this
Islanders.
Islanders in overtime tonight. Yeah.
I don't know, but the only 2 NBA plays I've ever had all year have been Jokic triple-double and Pacers over because Tim Earl told me to. And I am plus money in the NBA. So,
well, when the Pacers overs are going 18-5 to start the year, yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I have less than 10 plays all year in the NBA. So, I mean, this season. So, yeah. Fernando, give him 10 for a jersey. Bro, I'm just saying. It's $30, and I'm like, nah, I'm good. But you know what they don't do? You know what they don't do? They don't make... So the NFL, NHL makes jerseys for big guys. Okay,
Yep.
they're just a big jersey. I don't care how big you are. The NHL jersey always looks big on somebody, right? It's sleeves are long, whatever, right?
Yep.
Baseball jerseys, I can get in 3X. I wear a 3X. NFL jerseys, boom, no problem. You ever see a fat man wearing an NBA jersey? It never looks good. It's never a good look. And as a fat guy, the resident fat guy for Picks and Parlays, I want to tell you, as a worldwide web, I'm here to tell you, NBA people,
Make your jerseys bigger.
People, you could have a whole new market for the big fucking guys.
Hell yeah.
My wife bought me a 4X NBA jersey. I wear a 3X jersey. She bought me an extra size bigger. And the damn thing looks like a sports bra on me. Like I look like one of them like a fat soccer player running around my house with a sports bra on. It just is not a goddamn good look for anybody. Now that that's in your head, you're welcome. Because Tim just envisioned it.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Now you can't
Is
get
that
it
why
out.
Tim's crying right now?
Yes. But Man,
I need
can't
Oreos.
the NBA. Yeah, I just can't. I just can't. But right, so we talked about NFL, college, NBA, NHL. That's all we got. College basketball, we're not on much today.
No, we got to start looking at it for tomorrow.
Yeah,
88 games tomorrow.
There's a lot tomorrow. That's just my thing with like. I'd ask you honest to God question, serious question, because you guys are professional handicappers. By the way, if you want any of like the premium plays, anything like that, you got to go to picksparlays.net/Tim. You can get Tim ESB premium plays, $70 all week, all sports. Lots of fucking value. There's 88 games of college basketball tomorrow. Tim's probably going to have 15.
Yeah, 10, at least 10.
At least 10. Right. He'll limit. I mean, you're not going to bet all of them, but yeah. So, I mean, there's lots of value, whatever. Go check out the premium plays. But as professional handicaps, for everybody in the chat too, you guys bet college basketball. How do you cap 88 fucking games? I ain't got that kind of time.
We use our power rankings and we bet off of those.
But how long have you, like, how long you been building that model system? I hate using those.
It'll take about 3 hours tonight to cap the entire card for tomorrow.
For 88 games.
Mm-hmm.
Just
at least 3 hours.
Send me the plays, bro. I ain't got that time contact.
Okay.
Tim.
Yeah, no problem, Lenny. I got
Randy said Tim some more Oreos.
What?
Tim's definitely gonna have diabetes. I'm gonna get a call from Tim's mom and dad, like, "Hey,
I got diabetes.
Can we cut down on the damn Oreos? Can you see me in it? No, you gotta pay. Hey, $30. Buy me a jersey.
OnlyFans.
Yeah, you gotta check out OnlyFans, bro. That's how that shit works. We're gonna bounce on out of here though. Appreciate you guys coming in and today and hanging out with us and everything like that. All of you, even you two damn knuckleheads. Like I said, check out picksandparlays.net. All Tim Earl's premium plays over there. Nick Earl's premium plays, Earl Sports Bets premium plays, I should say. Go check that out over there. Follow him on YouTube as well. You got to keep supporting the channel. All that good stuff. You can follow them all on Twitter. Everybody's on Twitter, all that stuff. Looking for a promo code. Promo code is Lenny, Lenny. You want to know why it's Lenny? Because it'll save you 20% off the entire site. That's why. And they let me be in charge of the promo codes. Like and share if you haven't already. I'm here Monday through Friday, 1 o'clock Eastern. These two knuckleheads join me every Friday. I'll be here Monday morning, pending no death over the weekend. I'm trying to not have the circle of COVID go through my house again. Now that we're on the last kid has it, and my wife's on the end of it, and I'm on the end of it. So stay healthy, everybody out there this weekend. Have a good weekend. I'm going to get you 3 more comments. Do y'all think I can make a 21 single game parlay? Do I think you can? Absolutely you can. And I believe in you. Will you cash it? No. Can you make it?
Can you make one? Probably. Can you win one? Probably not.
I mean,
good luck to you. And remember,
that'll be one hell of a way to go 20-1.
Right.
Nick, that's messed up.
I mean, it is though. So you get quick story after good luck tonight. Thank you. More and more I like the Sharks. Fair. Me too. My oldest son, he just turned 21 November 15th. So, he's his father's son. What's he do? He signs up. He gets himself a FanDuel account, a DraftKings account, whatever. He's fucking around, some free bets and this and that. He calls me the other day, goes, man, I don't know. I forget which college basketball game, right? He's like, I just sweat out this, like, off-the-wall college. And he goes, I don't even know how do I watch this game. He goes, there's like 5 minutes left in the game, Dad, and I need like 10. He's sweating me over on something, right? And I'm like, I go, Nathan, let me show you how you can backdoor watch some games here. And I show, some other offshore sites you can do some stuff. And he's like, oh, you can bet on these while they're going? And I'm like, holy shit. figured out how to live bet.
Tell him no, you cannot. No, you
Look,
cannot
he
bet
hit
him
a
as they're
3-team
live.
parlay, right? And he's like, man, I just made like $250 on a parlay. And I'm like, Nathan, I go, I'm gonna tell you. He goes, I go, wait till I teach you how to round robin. And he's like, what's that? And I'm like,
oh, don't, Lenny, what are you doing?
He's my son, Tim.
You are setting him up for failure.
Listen, hold on. And then he goes to me, he goes, so I tell him, I go, Nathan, you want to know the best way to win 4 bets? And he's like, how? I go, place a 5-team parlay. You're guaranteed to go 4-1. And he's like, he goes, yeah, but that doesn't pay me any money.
Exactly.
I go, well, if you round robin, you do. And then that's when we got into that conversation. So, anyways, up and coming degenerates. I'm Detroit Lenny, Picks and Parlays. Tim Earl, Nick Earl Sports Bets. We appreciate you guys as always. Good luck, unless you're against us. And just because it's a Friday and I don't give a.
Shout out to my boy Detroit Lenny. He always coming through with some fire picks for me. Y'all sub to the channel. Like, share,